Hi Anna, sorry like I look like a mess, but you don't need to dress up fancy in this lockdown. So the first thing with a hand touch is just get a piece of her food, put it in your hand, and a really firm, obvious movement away from you, just so she doesn't come up and nudge you when your hands are by your side. So you get it in your right hand and a really obvious firm out like that, good. And as soon as the pup touches it, open your hand and treat. And then get another one and you can take it to the other side, all the way over, good. And open. So you can do this moving about the house a little bit as well, or you can even do it sat down. Good. So that really obvious movement away. Once you've got that a few times and you know 100% that she's picked up on the touch, and they do tend to pick up on it pretty quickly, then you can do the same principle but don't have the food in your hand first. So you do the hand touch, and as soon as we've got it praised, so say good, and then get the treat either from behind you or in your pocket or whatever. Good. Good. So then, similar to what we talked about as well, you can then practice in the house a little bit in terms of when you ask Poppy to come, the position that I was talking about before, that eventually in the future we'll be doing out and about on free runs, is when you call the pup back, we'll have the fist out in front of us like that. So then the puppy will come back. She just touched it, good. The puppy will come back. You'll take like hold of the collar, open your hand, treat, and then either send the pup back to play or stick the lead on. So the kitchen isn't the best I'll get. Let's see over here. Let's come on. So no, you should stay at that angle. Sorry, because I'll just get her to sit. Right. So then similar to Lottie, come. Good. So then she's being called back to that touch. Out and about, if you're doing it in your garden, obviously it's going to be harder because there's more in it for her to play and mess about with the shrubs and the leaves than there is in the house. So if you're doing this technique out in the garden, if you can practice calling her back, that's when you might need to use a higher reward treat. But in and around the house, I'd just use her own food. She loves the food, so that should be enough for her. Lastly, as I said I'd do, I'll have to pretend like I have a lead because I don't have one. If at any point Poppy sits down out and about when she sees someone going past, basically she's sat down, just like Lots is there, she's looking elsewhere. Take a step in front of her, but keeping the lead loose. So don't have it really tight. One step in front and just look forward and ignore her completely. You're not speaking to her, don't look at her, no attention whatsoever. She's moved, it doesn't matter. So you're that one step in front. The second that Poppy goes to do a movement forward, even if it's just a little, lunge forward like that, or a really obvious step forward, loads of praise verbally. Good girl, amazing, 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 really high pitch, good girl, good girl. So that'll keep her going because she'll be really happy that obviously she's getting the praise from you. Once she's gone about 6 or 7 steps, that's when you can get in there with a treat. And then as soon as you've given her that one treat, as long as she's maintaining that forward movement, every 1 or 2 steps, good, good, good. So what is being rewarded there is the maintainment of that forward movement, and you're not rewarding that initial sit. Because as I said, the pups will just get in a routine of, if I sit, my mum gives me a treat to get me out of it, and they really do learn whatever is best for them. So that's it. It's just something. It's something to work towards. Like I said, the hand touch, they do tend to pick up pretty quickly, and then you can practice it, as I said. So you can go in the other room, you don't need to use the whistle. Call a name, and as soon as she comes back, ask her for the touch in there. Then always give her a treat. So every time she does that hand touch, she's always getting a treat from it. I hope that all makes sense. Any questions, as always, just give me a shout. Thank you.